So we recently got some pretty exciting new sequel announcements, and don't worry, if you watched my last 2 videos covering those 20 other upcoming sequels, today's titles are completely fresh. None of these have been on the channel yet. But first, I absolutely have to start with a massive thanks to Reginio, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, I completely missed this until he dropped this comment. While I was busy editing my last video, or sleeping, the studios casually announced that How Not to Summon a Demon Lord is getting a Season 3. Who actually saw this coming? Remember how bad Season 2 was censored? It was so bad, they had to release a separate UN-censored version later just to stop the fans from rioting. As for when we actually get to watch it, the studio hasn't dropped an exact calendar date yet. Speaking of returns, let's talk about the next title, Berserk of Gluttony Season 2. You already know exactly how this goes. Main guy starts off as a total loser with a skill that everyone mocks and calls completely useless. But turns out, his skill is actually a broken cheat code that lets him devour the souls of anyone he kills and steal their powers. Unfortunately, his skill has a bottomless appetite. The more he feeds it, the hungrier it gets, and if he stops feeding it, he goes completely insane. So instead of just being a standard overpowered king, he's basically trapped in a toxic relationship with his own stomach. Season 1 only covered the first 2 volumes of the light novel, and since the source material has over 15 volumes out, they have an absolute mountain of this edgy chaos ready to adapt. Now, we don't have an exact release date yet. The studio is pretty much keeping everything under wraps for now. But hey, at least we finally know it is actually happening. And finally, the Iceblade Sorcerer Shall Rule the World Season 2. Out of absolutely nowhere, they just dropped a massive announcement that Season 2 is officially happening. If you remember Season 1, it was animated by a studio called Cloud Hearts. Well, behind the scenes, that studio actually went completely bankrupt. And now, Studio Zero G is taking over the production. If that name sounds familiar, it is because they are the absolute legends behind hit shows like Grand Blue and Farming Life in Another World. So, you already know. The animation and the visual style are in fantastic hands. But honestly, the craziest part is the timeline. They literally just announced the sequel, and it is dropping this October. So, definitely expect a teaser trailer to drop any day now. If this series can get rescued after a literal studio bankruptcy, maybe there is still a chance for things like Failure Frame or Akashic Records, right? Drop a like if this video was helpful, and as always, if you want to stay ahead of the game on upcoming sequels and hidden gems, go ahead and subscribe, and see you next time.